Hello, Gemini Journalist fans, and welcome to the Gemini Journalist. It is indeed an honor to have you tapping in today, taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me as I continue to read and sway you away in fine style. For my newcomers, it is great to have you here. Thank you so much for tapping in. I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy what takes place here on the Gemini Journalist. Now, seeing that you are a first timer, you have an assignment, a bit of some assignment for you. Wherever it is you're tapping in from, you want to head across all my social media platforms, the Gemini Journalist on YouTube as a channel. You can definitely go ahead and subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Spotify, and of course Amazon Music, and on Instagram, that's also the Gemini Journalist. If it is that you're heading over to TikTok, that would be Storytime with the Gemini. And if you are an X user, that is the Twitter, you can definitely head on over to the Gemini Journal and check out all the works that are featured across all my platforms. Be sure to ensure that you hit like if you like the products that are being shared here. You definitely also want to go ahead and share with all your friends, subscribe where you need to subscribe, follow where you need to follow, hit those notification bells on when you do need to have those turned on, because you definitely don't want to be missing out on all the good stuff that happens here. So on the Gemini Journalist, what we do is feature the works of self-published authors across the globe. If you are an author listening in and you want me to feature your work, head on into my PMs and definitely reach out to me. We can sort something out with you personally. Now, we have been featuring the work of Neiki L. Jones, and her novel I'm currently working on is When the Pieces Begin to Fit. We are currently down to read number 9. We've already covered 8 reads for her, so definitely if you've missed out, you want to head on over to either of these platforms and go check out her work. Now, I don't have a specific time frame when works are dropped, but for now, we are currently working with Wednesdays of each week at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright, so definitely, like I said, we're promoting the works of self published authors. These authors have their works published on Amazon, so you can definitely go ahead and grab yourself an ebook or paperback, whatever works for you. Ensure you gift the gift and joy of reading today to a friend or family, or even to donate those kids' books to schools or books to libraries for teens and youth across the globe, also for adults. So definitely you want to go ahead and check out all those works and see what catches your eyes. All right, so once again, this is When the Pieces Begin to Fit, Neiki L. Jones. We're down to chapter 9, and this feature is indeed the marital shift. On February 15, 2002, at the age of 26, I married my high school sweetheart. I was on cloud 9 because life was good. So I thought. I became a wife, and to be honest, it felt as if nothing changed except my last name. As with any marriage, we had our ups and downs. However, early in our marriage, things began to shift. We argued all the time and fought a lot. Yes, some of those fights turned physical. I regret those fights because our daughter witnessed what should have been kept private between her father and me. As the years progressed, we began to disconnect from each other. Our bond was not as strong as it should have been. We always told each other that no matter what, we would work out our marriage because we did not want our daughter to experience what we did when each of our parents divorced. To a child, divorce can be very traumatizing and confusing because even at an early age, it's easy to recognize that both parents are no longer together. We all know that when the foundation isn't strong, that's when the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. We were so young when we married and did not have the benefit of knowing how to divorce proof our marriage. We just knew we did not want our daughter to go through what we went through. We always envisioned that ideal family where divorce was not an option. During our marriage, we had our share of financial challenges. What I learned in finances can break up a family or cause strife. I can recall always having to borrow money, and the worst was getting those dreadful payday loans. Let me pause right here to add this tidbit. Do not get payday loans, they are of the devil. It seems my life consisted of paying overdraft fees while paying the loans back. There were times, well, a lot of times, I did not have the money to pay back the loans, so, of course, that impacted my credit score. Admittedly, I was not well educated on the importance of credit. If I knew then what I know now, things would have been a lot different. There were also times I did not have food to eat for lunch at work. I am so thankful for my angel, Sherilyn Jackson, for being there for me during those hard times. There is nothing more embarrassing than going to work hungry and not having money to buy anything to eat during the day. As they say, God always has a ram in the bush. My ram was Charlene, and we are still close to this day. Cherish people like that, dear reader. Never let them go. They are lifetime individuals. As I look back now on a lot of things that happened in my marriage, I take responsibility for my actions, of lack thereof. All that happened was because of the poor choices made in the relationship. As stated previously, things began to change, and I can vividly remember when the change started in his life. At that moment, I saw the life drain from his body, and he became a different person from that day forward. The arguments were constant. It was so bad, I would hate to come home. Then he started hanging with people I felt were not a good fit. But hey, who am I to judge? It became dreadful when I noticed he was putting his friends before his family. In my opinion, his friend or friends coming over first thing in the morning should not have been the first thing he tended to. Those visits became an everyday thing, and I was feeling neglected. In all honesty, I had already started feeling lonely. How can you have someone next to you or in the same house but still feel all alone? That is how I felt daily. The pieces of my life just seemed to continue to break away, and I could not see how to make them fit together again. Yes, indeed, Gemini Journalist fans. So that was indeed read number 9 by Neiki L. Jones from her book When the Pieces Begin to Fit. And that was indeed Marital Shift. So definitely you want to head on over to YouTube and Twitter, wherever it is you're joining from. You want to head on over to the platforms that you've not yet followed. Go ahead and follow and subscribe where you need to subscribe. Hit those notification bells and ensure that you share with your friends and your family. Head on over and grab an ebook or paperback, whatever it is. Donate to the libraries, donate to schools, donate to kids, and just simply give the joy of reading today. So thank you all for tapping in. It was great to have you here. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Stay blessed, and thank you again. Gemini is signing out. Stay safe.